Okay, Pisces and Mercury in retrograde is on their way and it's going to be here until March 20th of 2026. And we're in the first week. And if you haven't been feeling like miscommunication and doubt and a general instability is not within your sphere right now, then I would say this video is not for you. But you cannot deny the news. There's a lot of things happening right now. It's more attributed to Mars square Uranus, but I'll say Pisces and Mercury in retrograde is definitely has something to do with it. I did a yoga routine yesterday for Pisces and Mercury, and everything clicked when they talked about how um, it's really easy to fall into miscommunication traps, have doubts, some form of like instability amongst people as well. It's really interesting how that shows up. And it's extremely important to keep yourself grounded during this time, grounded in your reality, grounded in reality in general, and grounded in your own philosophy as well, because it's really easy to be sideswept and think of things that you usually think of, like philosophically wise, theologically as well, that you would think otherwise, right? Like one example for me, I was reading the Quran and in English, which is already a doozy because you can only take whatever is written with a grain of salt because English is such a complex, confusing, complicated language. One word can mean one thing and another word can mean another thing. And there's also a lot of bias that's to be taken into account of the writer of the translator and all that. So it's really important that you go in reading any sort of things with a critical mindset, using critical thinking skills, reading comprehension, knowing the author, knowing the origin of where everything is coming from. However, me personally, and this could resonate with you as well, that you are kind of taken down a path where you are in the mind of this other person and it's very destabilizing um and just not grounding enough, that you're in a mindset that is not yours and you feel so unsettled in your spirit. What helped me come back to reality and to realize that like what I'm reading is just in the context of this person's understanding and biases, that I reconnected to my spirit. And Pisces is a very empathetic, intuitive sign, and it is very spiritual as well. It's more so connected to the spiritual a lot of the times. That's why a lot of Pisces are known to be a bit delusional, like to be the savior, like to end up in relationships with people who they feel like they can fix or save, because they have this dreamlike quality with them and a dreamlike way of seeing the world. And now with it in Mercury, Mercury is not only about communication, it is about your thinking as well. And it being in retrograde doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but our thinking is being challenged. And so I took that as a form of me being challenged or tested to refine and reintegrate what I've learned already to reach a much more higher standing, so that even in the midst of all of what's happening around the world, this instability, the uncertainty, how many times I use those words? Are there any other words? There probably is. Uh, but in the midst of all of these things that's happening in our reality, where misinformation is rampant, where lies are being spread, propaganda is so common, it's important that we ground ourselves in our mind, in our spirit, so that we can logically make connections that makes sense. So that's it for my spiel. So I decided for the rest of the video I'm going to do a collective reading for my collective. That is, what is it that they should expect on this Pisces in Mercury retrograde. Again, it is timeless. So if you ever even feeling like you're in a moment where you are not grounded in what your thoughts is usually at, it's not really your fault. Things are happening in a at a pace, at a level that can often be misrepresented. So let's see what's going on for my collective. I'm going to shuffle on screen. You can skip the shuffling part until you find where I pull the cards if you don't want to stay here for that long. But let's see what's going on with you in this Pisces Mercury in retrograde. Five of Swords. It's telling. It is definitely telling. Then we have the Temperance in reverse, and we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, babies, you are feeling very burdened. You're feeling like you're getting caught up in the in winds that's not of your making. That there are fights that you're in the middle of that has no business for you. Temperance in reverse is also needing to find a middle ground in general, and that you really want to find that middle ground. And Ten of Wands at the bottom of it all, the foundational energy really is like where all this energy is coming from is really you not being able to voice your needs to others. We are communal in nature. We are humans who socialize, who form communities that forms connections with others and build from each other. And it's important not to burden yourself so much with things that you can offload with others. I'm not saying that you should have others hold your emotions, but you can definitely ask someone to help you with the dishes. You could help someone, or you could even help someone else. If you're cross reading this to understand someone who is showing themselves to be a little bit deluded, a little bit overburdened, consider helping them as well. Overall, do not isolate yourself at this time. It's really easy for your mind to go into very strange places. So being surrounded with others, you can feel a little bit less lonely and less afraid in your own mind. Okay, let's see. What is the collective needing to know about the Pisces in retrograde? Pisces Mercury in retrograde. What lesson are they working towards? What is it that they should expect? Ooh, feeling my finger kind of cramping up a bit. So I would say really consider always, every day, you should be like releasing energy before you go to bed. Releasing energy from sleep and everything like this. Always a release. Coaching yourself with some other divine light energy as well. What are you expected to get out of this retrograde season? And then afterwards, I'll pull advice to help you. Empress in reverse. This is really interesting. How the Empress in reverse is really about how overgiving you are, and it could be draining, that you're not necessarily receiving from others. So it's a very stark contrast from what I said before, that you need to get help from others. And the Empress is someone who tends to give others more help. Yes, she wants to be nurturing, but the in reverse is really about being controlling and overbearing, and draining herself by overgiving. So it's really about recalibration. recalibrating yourself where there is an even give and take between you and the other person. I did notice that a lot of the people who were seeing my videos are from Indonesia for some reason, and I'm really excited to see that because me, I'm an island, but I'm from the West Indies. So, but yet, even though America has like a whole individualistic type of society, in Trinidad and Tobago, where I'm from, in the West Indies, in the Caribbean, we do have that communal type of personal um, culture, right? So it's really easy for people to get into a state where they're overly giving rather than receiving any type of love and nurture from others. So you are expected, and again, take anything I say with a grain of salt. Use your discernment on what works for you. Again, make things work for you. Don't try to make this thing fit. This is just for entertainment purposes. If you actually want an actual reading, you could contact me and we could figure out that. But it really is about recalibrating yourself in probably in order for you to receive, you need to pull back a bit. And it's not about leaving people out to dry or whatever the term is, or leaving people hanging, right? Or like not being nice and stuff like that, but it's really about just taking a step back a bit, setting up some boundaries in a way that it says something like, oh, um, I'm feeling a little tired today. I won't be able to do that right now, but I can help find someone else who can help you with this. Or something like that, in a way that's respectful and that the other person will be able to receive. Or even allowing the other person to help you ultimately is really getting out of the mindset that you need to be in control of everything. Because, I mean, a true leader, a true empress, someone who is in control of their dynasty, is someone who is able to sit back and allow their people to run their country. And wouldn't that be much more better for you? Because you can sit back and relax and be the beautiful person that you are. Two of Wands. I didn't even pull this out, but obviously there's some kind of communication that you are avoiding with someone else. There's some planning as well. So maybe there's a project that you want to do with someone, but you need to make this next step into um, opening up channels of communication so this person can actually voice their own ideas on how they could contribute to the project. Again, it could be a business idea, it could be something at work, it can be something else entirely. Yet, I'm thinking more in collaborative terms. I'm not talking to you like you exist in a bubble by yourself. You are existing in a connection of networks with others as well. So you're not alone. Five of Cups showing up at the bottom. So this suggests to me that there is some deep hurt. I see 1331 and 1333 on the timer, so maybe those numbers mean something to you. Overall, Five of Cups is about grief, sadness, hurt, moving on from lost, but knowing that you have these two cups here to carry with you and move forward in your life, in your journey. So yes, you may have felt very hurt and burdened down by whatever has happened with you. And I'm here to tell you that there are people who are around you that wants to give to you, that wants to nurture you, that wants to comfort you as well, soothing yourself as well. But mostly allowing others to soothe you. Let that person give you the cup of tea. Let that person pour that plate of food for you. Let that person cook for you. You don't need to do everything yourself. You are loved, and compassion is available for you from others at any given moment. Okay, let's do a last poll on what type of guidance or advice to take with you as the month goes along, as this retrograde season goes along. I'm really proud of you. I felt cool to say that. I'm really proud of the progress that you've made and how much you are willing to become a better person. Because if you're here, that means that you want to be a better person, that you want to improve your situation, and that is admirable. Because a lot of people rather stay in their own misery and let others be miserable, but you prefer to say, I'm different, I'm going to do something differently. So I pulled out the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, that is a very positive card. Good fortune, prosperity, good times, and it's really calling you to enjoy life for what it is. Enjoy the goodness that you have around you. Really and truly being grateful for what you have. So maybe pick up pick up a gratitude practice, or restart a gratitude practice that you've been working on, and allow that to carry you through this confusing time. It also suggests that if there's a project that you want to work on, now is a great time to do that, because now you are able to open yourself to receive to the love around you, and that people will love to collaborate with you. Again, star in reverse. Again, this is about needing to let go and allow the divine do its magic. You cannot be in control all the time. Just like how you push down a snowball down a cliff, right? You're not pushing the snowball all the way down the cliff. You allow gravity to take its course, right? No, isn't that how it works? Exactly. You do a little tug and you let gravity do the rest. And that is what it's all about. Queen of Swords came out underneath as well. Queen of Swords is a very logical person. They're not really feeling. It's really much opposite of the cup energy, which is about feeling, emotions, joy, happiness, and all of this. Queen of Cups is very to the point, ambitious as well. So again, with Mercury in Pisces in retrograde, it's easy for you to be caught up in illusions, delusions, and a dreamlike state. So the Queen of Swords is someone who's very much straight in her mind, logical, and extremely ambitious. So channel that, I would say, that cold, stern CEO energy into whatever project that you want to complete. And that is all for now. I really hope these readings and what I said in this video resonate with you, and let me know however you can how it resonate with you with a like, a comment, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.